दोस्तों नमस्कार। एक बार फिर मैं वेट्रोलीगल केसेस के बारे में डिस्कस कर रहा था पिछले वीडियो में। इस बार फिर डिस्कस करूंगा और उसकी कुछ इम्पॉर्टेंट बातें आपको बताऊंगा। जिसमें मैंने जो पहले डिस्कस किया था उसको एक बार मैं रिवाइंड कर देता हूँ, रिवाइज़ कर देता हूँ, लिस्ट करता हूँ, जिससे कि आपको पता लगे। एक तो ये है कि कोई भी वेट्रोलीगल केस बिना पुलिस की रिपोर्ट के नहीं होगा, पुलिस के रिपोर्ट के साथ होगा। जो भी अटेंड हम करेंगे उसको पुलिस के साथ अटेंड करेंगे। उसके लिए हमारे पास पुलिस की तरफ से कोई रिक्वेस्ट लेटर होना आवश्यक है। इट इज़ नेसेसरी टू गेट एनी रिक्वेस्ट फ्रॉम police department, and their presence as well is very important at the time of investigation, autopsy oblique postmortem. So you must have in your mind, because most of the animal owners, they don't know how to proceed for veterolegal cases. It becomes a law and order circumstance situation sometimes. So you have to be very careful. Don't go alone, and you have to go along with the police department, number one. Number two, don't declare anything in public. What has happened, what is the cause of the event or incidents, and who has done. Unnecessary guess, wild guess are completely prohibited. You should not speak anything. You just collect the information, write down the things, lesions or whatever things you are able to observe. Autopsy you want to do, you have to do it, and note down the details. Everything you have to collect. Samples collection, do it properly and hand over to the police department. They will take it to the nearest forensic lab. You have to guide them for this. And sample collection, all the things required for sample collection, boxes, preservatives and all, they will be provided by police department. You will not be holding the custody of the samples. Immediately after collection and the moment you prepare the autopsy report, postmortem, etc., you will hand over the samples to them along with the report, so that they can send it to the forensic lab. And don't give anything, don't speak anything without any, whatever you write, you have to give in writing only, and that is very confidential. You must understand that whatever report you generate or prepare, it has to be given to the police department only, not even the owner of the animal also. It is a confidential document, and even under RTI Act also nobody can ask this. Only court can ask postmortem oblique autopsy report oblique any medical report or veterinary report. So you have to be very sure. Don't give it to anybody, because they can misuse it. They can just circulate in the social media and just try to sometimes they will try to even intimidate you for the things what you have written, try to influence you, try to pressurize to change the report or something like that. So you have to be very careful and very controlled way you have to proceed, because these matters are very serious, and they lead to a very ugly consequences. And when you are new in the service, you don't know how to handle, how to proceed. In fact, how to proceed, you have to be very specific way. Initially I told you, whenever there is a reporting owner comes to you, you have to send him to the police office, police SHO, to the police station. Go to that place and report there. They will write to you, then you ask for security or something, and for all the things, for any butcher or something like that who can open the carcass, assistance you can ask, and they will be present. You have to do all these things. You have to write down everything. Don't declare anything. You just, if somebody asks also, you have to say just we are looking into that. We have to correlate the facts and things, then we can come to the conclusion. And also we are sending the samples to the forensic lab. That report will also contribute to the final report. So you have to do like that. Don't be judgmental. Don't be very very clarity unnecessary. talking and giving statement will land you in the trouble. So these are the few factors or things you should keep in mind when you are new in the service, when you don't have experience. So you must know these things, how to handle the things, so that you may not have a problem for that. Now let us discuss the kind of cases you find. See, you find electrocution cases. There is no big problem. There is no much issue. You have to just visit and take a do see the lesions of burning and or whatever is there, and you have to prepare a post-mortem report. In case of electrocution, and in case of thundering, natural light electrocution, there also animals are suddenly dead in the field. There also you have to visit and see and make a post-mortem report. And these things are not veterolegal as such, and because they are cases they are reported only to get the compensation from the government, because government has got provision for that. In case of electrocution by electricity department is asked for compensation. In case of natural lightning electrocution, for because death because of thunderstorm and all, government through subdivisional magistrate compensation is paid. So local lekpal is informed in case of thundering and all. In case of electrocution also, lekpal is informed, because he is the representative of revenue department. He must know. He will report to his SDM about the incidents. Pradhan and lekpal, all these things, they need to be informed about the incidents, and in addition to them, our report will be submitted to the SDM, and he will take a wise decision about the payment of compensation to the animal owner. But in case of, suppose somebody has injured with sharp objects, or in case of poisoning, somebody has fed something to the animal and animal has died after some time, so that cases where that cases come to under veterolegal cases, and then you have to be very cautious and very careful while handling those cases. So thank you so much. I hope you will all get some idea about the veterolegal cases and their handling. So be careful and be knowledgeable and collect the information as much as you can. So thank you so much. Bye.